Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan. Ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
For something big. Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWDR FM. Facts and information. Today's learning for you normal with capable teachers whose heart and soul are divine. Delivered knowledge inside your home through 106.3 Dance Radio. Fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education, reproduce of radio-based instruction. We are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education. Only here on 106.3 TWDR-FM.
A pleasant morning to all, especially to our grade 7 learners out there. Welcome to another exciting and fun-filled adventure in the world of English. Blessed Wednesday also to the administration and staff of Doña Aurora National High School, especially to our most gorgeous head teacher, Ma'am Ofelia S. Ralutin. Good morning also to my grade 7 Galileo, Newton, Archimedes, and SPJ learners who are listening right now. I am teacher Jane Arlene Simon Tapawan, and with me are the other grade 7 English teachers, Teacher Claudine, Teacher Nina, and Teacher Dennis. Okay, it's your turn to greet your learners.
Good morning to my grade 7 Rizal who are listening right now. I am teacher Claudine Rambak, and please stay with us until the end of this discussion.
Hello and good morning to all the viewers and listeners, especially to my advisory class 7 Jacinto and also to 7 Lapu-Lapu and 7 Del Pilor. Smile and be happy while
Yes.
watching and listening. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Thank you. Wala ko si Janty 7.
Akala mo estudyante si Ma'am Ninya?
Oo, akala ko si Janty 7 niya. Okay, so dyan lang po kayo, ha? Yan, good morning sa lahat po ng mga grade 7 na nakikinig, ha? Sa oras na ito. Thank you. Okay?
We are... Meron ka pang ano, sir. Nakalimutan mo
Thank
yung
you,
ibang
sir.
sabihin mo.
Ito sabi kasi, thank you very much.
Naka-thank you ka na.
Hinihintay ko yung thank you.
Alas,
Thank
sir.
you, okay.
Parang ano to? Ano kayang nangyari sa kanya ng February 14?
Today is going to be a wonderful day for we going to talk about linear and non-linear text. You're going to listen to your last RBI lesson for quarter 2,
Shift
2, about linear and non-linear text. As you listen, you should be able to, number 1, understand linear and non-linear text. Number 2, differentiate linear and non-linear text. And number 3, classify text as to linear and non-linear. For those who are following us via Facebook live stream, don't forget to comment to our hashtag for today. Comment in our chat box, ha? Sa chat box natin.
Yes.
Hashtag linear non-linear text.
Okay. Thank you, Sir Dennis. Parang nakatabi ako sa parang hindi Pilipino yung katabi ko ngayon. I don't know.
Inchik.
Ewan ko. Okay, so we are expecting much that you are going to stay focused as you listen until the end of this segment. Be ready with your learning activity sheets and your writing materials. Here now is your RBI lesson for today. Please do responsible listening. We'll be back.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta't magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is amazing.
Language,
Grammar and Literature.
a program that will develop your vocabulary.
Comprehension. Critical and analytical skills.
This is the English Learning Area. Only here on 106.3 the WDRFM Dance Radio.
Where learning is amazing.
A blessed morning to all grade 7 learners out there. I feel delighted to be with you in this 30-minute broadcast. I am positive that you will enjoy our topic for today. Please get your writing materials, self-learning modules, and a separate sheet of paper so we can start our lesson in English 7. The self-learning modules provide you different activities that will help you become familiar with the topic or lesson. Guidance of your parents, siblings, or relatives is needed in answering the learning activity sheets, particularly in the activities where you need to perform tasks. So let's get going, dear learners.
Yes, sir!
Can you tell me some details of our last week lesson?
Sir, it's all about summarizing key information.
Correct. What is a summary?
Sir, a summary is a brief statement that presents the most important points of an original material. It helps us retell a story or any material using a few statements.
Very good. How about summarizing and paraphrasing?
Sir, summarizing involves putting the main ideas of a certain work into your own words, including only the big picture of the main ideas.
Sir, paraphrasing refers to restating someone else's work or idea in your own words at roughly the same level of details.
Aha! You are right. So, it's very clear that summarizing and paraphrasing are two different ideas. Do you understand?
Yes, sir!
Very good! It seems that you got all the details of our past lesson. For today's lesson, you are expected to transcode information from linear to non-linear text and vice versa. Give examples of linear and non-linear text. Differentiate linear and non-linear text and classify text as to linear or non-linear. To start, dear learners, I have a passage about Omicron variant. Please listen carefully to a recorded audio clip, for I will ask you some questions about the passage later. Ready?
Yes, sir!
On November 24, 2021, a new variant of SARS-CoV-2, B11529, was reported to the World Health Organization or WHO. This new variant was first detected in specimens collected on November 11, 2021 in Botswana and on November 14, 2021 in South Africa. On November 26, 2021, WHO named the B11529 Omicron and classified it as a variant of concern or VOC. On November 30, 2021, the United States designated Omicron as a variant of concern. And on December 1, 2021, the first confirmed US case of Omicron was identified. Okay, time for a Q&A. I hope you listened well. Number 1. When did the World Health Organization report a new variant of SARS-CoV-2, V11529? Again, when did the World Health Organization report a new variant of SARS-CoV-2, V11529?
Sir, November 24, 2021.
How did the WHO classify Omicron variant? Again, how did the WHO classify Omicron variant?
Sir, the WHO classified it as variant of concern.
Correct! When and where was the first Omicron identified? Again, when and where was the first Omicron identified?
Sir, on December 1, 2021, the first confirmed US case of Omicron was identified.
What is the purpose of WHO of sharing this passage about Omicron variant?
Sir, in order to educate the people and give them precautions.
Very good. Knowing about it can save us from being infected. Now, how are you able to get easily the answers to my question?
Sir, it is because the information are arranged in sequence.
Very good. When the information are arranged in sequence, you can easily get the information you need. This morning, the focus of our discussion is the difference between linear and non-linear text. The passage I gave you a while ago is an example of a linear text. Who among you can give me the meaning of a linear text based from the given example?
Sir, a linear text refers to the traditional text that needs to be read from beginning to end in order to make sense of its content.
You're right. It follows a sequential reading path where the reader tries to make sense of the text through grammatical arrangement and relationship of words.
Sir, does it include novels, poems, short stories, letters, and educational text?
Very good question. Yes, you are right. Those are examples of linear text. What about line graph, bar graph, pie chart, or pie graph and Venn diagram? How do you classify them?
Sir, those are classified as non-linear text.
Very good. Who among you can define a linear text then?
Sir, it is non-sequential.
This means that the readers, not the author, decide how the text is to be read without necessarily following a prescribed pattern, sir.
Yes, that's true. Can you name some of the most common examples of non-linear text, dear learners?
Sir, flowcharts and charts are like pie chart and Venn diagram.
Correct. What else?
Graphs too, sir, like a line graph and a bar graph.
That's right. Now, who can give the meaning of a line graph?
Sir, a line graph is a graphical display of data that continuously changes over a period of time. The lines represent movement that may ascend or descend depending on the trend they show.
Correct. What about a bar graph?
Sir, a bar graph is a graphical representation of data that uses bars to compare data according to given categories.
Such bars may run either vertically or horizontally.
You are both correct.
Sir, I have a question. Do we consider a Venn diagram as nonlinear?
Such a nice question. A Venn diagram is also an example of a non-linear text. Who can define a Venn diagram?
A Venn diagram uses overlapping shapes, usually circles, to show or represent the similarities and differences between two or more items or concepts.
Very good. Its main purpose is to show likeness and differences of two objects or ideas. So, these are the most popular kinds of non-linear text.
Sir, can we transcode linear to non-linear text?
Of course, you can make a linear text into non-linear, especially if there are data that can be represented through charts, tables, or graphs.
Sir, thank you for that information.
Okay, we are done with the most important details regarding linear and non-linear text. Hold on, I'll be right back after this infomercial.
Do you encounter problems in accomplishing the different activities in your modules or learning activity sheets?
Worry no more, because your teachers are always ready to guide and assist you. You can send your questions or clarifications in two easy ways. 1. Call or text. And 2. Private message. So easy, right? Remember, at Doña Aurora National High School, we make amazing things possible.
This reminder is brought to you by Doña Aurora National High School and this station.
Hello, I'm back. Now, open your learning activity sheets on page 3. Learning task number 1, titled Linear and Non-Linear. Your task is to classify the items as two linear or non-linear text. Use a separate sheet of paper for your answer. Let's do number 1, line graph. Is line graph linear or non-linear?
Non-linear, sir, because it uses lines to represent data.
Very good. What about a newspaper?
Sir, linear.
Why did you say so?
Newspaper contains text which are presented in sequence, sir.
Right answer. Continue doing learning task number 1 after the broadcast. Let's proceed with learning task number 2. You have to identify what is being described by its definition in column A. Choose from the option provided under column B. Write the letter of your answers on a separate sheet of paper. Let us start. Number 1. It is a diagram that shows suggested relationships between concepts. Typically, represents ideas and information as boxes and circles and uses lines to show the relationship between them. What is your answer?
Concept diagram. Based from the definition, the terms diagram and concepts are already mentioned.
That's right. A concept diagram shows the connection of ideas. Let's take one item more. Number 2. It is a visual depiction of similarities and differences between two or more different items.
I think that is Venn diagram, sir.
Exactly. Remember, a Venn diagram presents likeness and differences of different objects or ideas. You may continue doing the rest after the airing.
Yes, sir!
We now proceed with learning task number 3. Your activity is to identify what nonlinear texts or visual representations can be used in transcoding the sample linear texts listed below. Let us have number 1. It is a paragraph discussing the similarities and differences between two persons. what nonlinear text can be used?
Sir, the appropriate nonlinear text for that is Venn diagram.
That's clever! Can you explain further why is Venn appropriate to use for that example?
Sir, if we are to compare and contrast two different things, we are going to use Venn diagram, where the inner circle discusses the likeness and the two outer circles are the differences.
Wow, you are correct. Meanwhile, let's have a short break. Don't go away because I'll be right back.
It's time for our English trivia. Trivia.
Did you know that the longest word in English consists of 45 letters?
What?
That is pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. This word refers to a lung disease contracted from the inhalation of very fine silica particles, specifically from a volcano. Medically, it is the same as silicosis.
Isn't it amazing?
Amazing!
Now you know!
Hello, I'm back. Let's sum up our lesson for today. What have you learned from today's lesson?
Sir, I've learned about the linear and non-linear text and their differences.
Will you differentiate linear from non-linear text?
Sir, a linear text refers to traditional text that needs to be read from beginning to end in order to make sense of its content.
Precisely. What about non-linear text?
Sir, a non-linear text, on the other hand, is non-sequential.
Correct. We have also discussed that the most commonly used non-linear texts are graphs, charts, and diagrams.
Sir, we also learned that we can transcode linear to non-linear and vice versa.
That's right. Before we end up our lesson, let's proceed to the evaluation part. Let me check if you really understood our lesson by answering this activity. Answer me with true or false. True if the statement is correct, and false if the statement is incorrect. Let's have number 1. Linear texts are sequential. Again, linear texts are sequential. Is it true or false?
Sir, the answer is true. A linear text represents data in order.
Exactly. What about this? A visual tool that uses lines to compare data is a bar graph. Again, a visual tool that uses lines to compare data is a bar graph. True or false?
False, sir. It is because a bar graph uses bars to compare data, not lines.
Very good. I am convinced that you have understood our lesson today. For your reflection, complete this statement. I have learned. Then your answer. Is that clear? Who would like to share?
Sir, I have learned that linear texts are easier to understand than non-linear text.
Sir, may I try? I have learned that non-linear texts need to be understood well to avoid misinterpretation.
Nice answers. Now, we are almost done. I hope you have learned a lot from our discussion. Do not forget to ask your subject teachers via their mobile phones or messenger chats if you have questions. I would like to acknowledge the teachers behind this RBI lesson. Teacher Michael John M. Tumulak, our technical specialist.
All right.
Teacher Jane Arlene S. Tapawan, our scriptwriter. Teacher Jennifer A. Velasco, our language editor.
Wow!
And content editors. Teacher Annabel C. Acopido and Mrs. Ophelia S. Ralutin, head teacher of the English learning area. I'm teacher Dennis Mendoza, your radio teacher for this hour. Keep safe and stay tuned for our RBI live discussion.
Language,
Grammar and literature.
a program that will develop your vocabulary.
Comprehension. Critical and analytical skills.
This is the English Learning Area. Only here on 106.3, the WDRFM Dance Radio.
Dance Radio, where learning is amazing.
Dance Radio, siniparalan sa radyo, hatid namin makabago, paraan ng pagtuturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta na magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is amazing.
There you had it, your last RBI lesson for quarter 2, shift 2. All right, before we start, let me read to you the flow of our discussion for today, my dear learners. Teacher Dennis will do the preliminaries for the new lesson. I will discuss about distinctive features between linear and nonlinear texts. Teacher Nina and Teacher Claudine will discuss the other types of linear and nonlinear texts, and Teacher Dennis will discuss the importance of using linear and nonlinear texts. Before we start, let's have a review. Can you still remember our past lesson? Hurry up, key in your answers in the chat box. First 3 to key in will have a chocolate from me. Yes.
Galing ha? Chocolate. PBA,
Okay,
PBA.
chocolate.
Ano PBA?
Hati-hati kayo sa isang Toblerone.
Wow! Toblerone.
Okay, hurry up. Any answer?
Yeah,
Okay,
ito.
we have here from Felrita summarizing key information.
Yes, oo.
Very good, Felrita. Okay,
Ano pa?
one will be for you. Sarah Lee Tan summarizing key information.
Ryan May, Ballesteros,
Rian.
Dizon. That's Rian?
Yes, sir.
Rian May Ballesteros, Dizon. Meron sa summarizing key information. And Jakema. Diba?
Jamaica? Jaika May.
Jaika May Pasilio. Yan. Siya din nakakuha po ng summarizing and paraphrasing, sabi niya.
Oh yes, kasali din yun,
Ah,
sir. Still correct. Okay, so the first 3, as I have told you, will have a chocolate from me. Those who got the right answers, those who key in their answers, you will have 20 points from your teachers. Okay, isn't it amazing?
Yes!
Amazing! Your answers are correct. In our past lesson, we talked about summarizing key information. Any further details about summarizing, Teacher Dennis?
Yes, the key word in summarizing information is a summary. It is a brief statement that presents the most important points of an original material. It helps you retell a story or any material using a few statements.
Okay, few statements. All right. Very well said, Teacher Dennis. Thank you so much. Now, is summarizing the same with paraphrasing, Teacher Nina?
The answer is no, Ma'am Jane Arlene, because in summarizing, it involves putting the main ideas of a certain work into your own words, including the big picture of the main ideas. In paraphrasing, it includes restating someone else's work or idea in your own words at rolling the same details. Ma'am Jane Arlene.
Okay. Thank you, Ma'am Nina. Well, I think they are ready for their turn. Teacher Claudine.
Yes, Ma'am Jane. This time, let us check your understanding in summarizing by answering this 3-item activity. Type true in the chat box if the statement states a fact. If it does not, then key in false. Don't forget to write your name, section, item number, and your answer. Here is number 1.
Okay, Ma'am Nina, you take down of the names of the winners. Thank you.
Okay, number 1. A summary should be based on the original piece. Is it true or false? Key in your answer.
Okay, meron na po sumagot. This is Liza. Orifon. 7 Archimedes. Ang sagot niya ay, tama ba ako? Liza,
True.
tama. True. Ang sagot niya, yes.
Okay, is she correct, Ma'am Claudine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Answer
Ma'am
is
Ninya, pakidikit
True.
niyo. Ma'am Ninya.
All right, congratulations to those who got the correct answer. But the
Yes.
first one is Liza
Liza
Orifon.
Yes.
Okay.
Galing,
Okay, number 2. Coherence is not necessary in writing a summary. Is it true or false?
go, 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 dear learners.
William Orate Jr., sagot niya 7 Jacinto is false.
Okay.
William Orate Jr. from 7 Jacinto, you are
Correct.
correct. Okay.
Lisa.
Congratulations, anak. William Orate of 7
Yes.
Jacinto.
And of
number
course,
3,
number 3 now.
a summary should be kept short and simple. True or false?
Aslin Timoteo, 8 SPJ, sagot niya true.
True. Oh, thank you, Aslin.
Yay.
Naka-join pa rin sila. Grade 8 na sila, pero they're joining the live discussion. Yay! Okay, thank you so much.
Sabi ni Jennifer, Ma'am Jennifer daw,
Ang bilis ng net.
Ang bilis ng net. Okay, yes. Thank you so much, Teacher Claudine. Now, let us have Sir Dennis to give you a fun game. Take it away, Sir Dennis.
Yan, okay. Ito na po ang ating game sa oras na ito. Here's our game. Before we go farther with our lesson, okay, let us have first a game. The game is titled, What's My Name? Okay, so here are the clues. I'm going to give you a clue. Kung kaya nyo na sagutin, go. Okay, this is a clue. I am a circle in shape. That's number 1. Okay? I am a circle in shape. Number 2. I'm a delicious when baked. Oo. Pwede mo kainin ng hilaw. Bahala ka. Nasa'yo kung gusto mo kainin. Okay, may
Sasakit yung ano.
sumagot na ba? Yung sumagot na. Okay na?
Ah, hindi
hindi
pa. Tingnan natin.
I
Ay,
have-
wala.
oh,
Ba't ang bilis ng net?
Oo
Grabe.
I have
na sila, ma'am.
I have enticing toppings like hot dog, ham, red pepper, tomato, and cheese. Ayan, I am best when hot, and my best pair is a soda. Ayan. Grab me when you are hungry. What is my name?
We have an
Okay.
answer from Nicole Corpus of 7 Archimedes.
Oh.
Yes.
Her answer is pizza.
Pizza. Ang galing, ha?
Yes,
Pizza.
Liza Orifon Pizza.
Yes, thank you very much, Liza.
Sanjiro, ano to? Donut o fonat?
Oo, pizza. Talagang galing ha, pizza. Alam niyo ba, ha? Guys, do you know? Learners, this is a short trivia, ha? Did you know that the largest
Wait lang, sir. Tama ba yung sagot nilang pizza?
Yes. Eh, nasa drawing na eh. Nakikita na
andun
nila.
pala. Okay, it's
Alam
a
ka, sabi ko,
pizza.
donut. Donut sabi. Alam ka, sabi ko, may butas sa gitna. Okay. Did you know that the largest pizza has a total surface area of 1,000 siguro to, no? 1,261.65 square meter. Ang haba.
Ang haba.
Diba?
Ang laki nun,
Malaki.
Oo, ang
Para sa
laki-laki
isang
nun.
round table, no?
Ilang feet yun pag kinonvert mo,
Ito
sir?
ay nasa 13, ayon sa aking mathematical mind na aking pinag-aralan pa sa India. 13,580.28
feet.
Square feet.
Square feet.
Square feet.
Oh, talaga ang laki-laki nun,
Pasensya na kayo, wala sa India yung square feet. Square foot. Okay, and was prepared by Dovilo Nardi, Andrea Manocci, Marco Nardi, Matteo Nardi, and Matteo Guducelli. Gianotti. Ayan mga Italiano sila lahat. Parang ako, Italiano. Ethan Ilocano pa. Okay, from NIP, NIP Food at Fiera Roma in Rome, Italy. Buenos dias, completos. On 13th of December 2012. Yun ginawa yun, ha? Alam niyo ba, ma'am, the pizza was named Ottavia.
Ano naman?
A word of Roman origin.
Okay.
Salitang eight son. Eight son, as a homage to the first Roman Emperor Octavian Augustus, who represent an epoch-making change in the history of Rome and brought the empire into a period of economic and cultural stability. Ottavia was 100% gluten-free.
Wow naman. Amazing trivia yan, Sir Dennis. Yes,
pinag-aralan
correct.
pa yan sa India.
Italy. Yes, okay. So, gaano kaya kalaki yun? Mas malaki pa dito? Sa room na
parang siya yung round table ba sa
yes,
bahay.
okay.
Pero mas malaki pa yata.
So, yes nga, ang laki-laki nun Alright, so based from what you heard, dear learners, you've heard that the term soda, yes, parang maraming na-excite dun soda. And enticing toppings like hot dog. But we want to make it clear that soda and hot dogs, when taken in excess, is dangerous.
Kaya dapat
yes, kaya dapat wag wag araw-arawin ang pagkain ng pizza or na maraming toppings, lalo na pag hot dog. Yes, you must know that hot dog is the top 3 among the most dangerous food, Sir Dennis. Kaya kaya medyo iwas-iwas lang. We are not saying that we are not telling that eating pizza is dangerous.
Yes.
No. In moderation, okay siya. Okay? But taking it always or every day is dangerous.
Yes.
Kasi naman anything taken in excess is really dangerous. Tama ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. And then we also heard from the trivia of Sir Dennis that some words, siguro maybe you did not understand some of the words. Like homage. Ano kaya ang homage sa Ilocano? Okay? In Ilocano, daytoy ket nang sawen panagrukbab wenno panagdayaw. Paying homage panagrukbab or panagdayaw. Okay, in Tagalog naman, it is paggalang or pagsamba. Yes. Ito yung ginawa nila yung pizza in honor of
yun, tama
yes,
word.
in honor. In honor of yes, correct. Nakinig si ma'am niya. Sana napakinggan nyo din yon. Okay, it is a special honor or respect shown publicly. Okay?
Yes.
Now, we also have there economic and cultural stability. Ano kaya may sinasabi ni Sir Dennis na stability? Okay, it is the quality or state or of course degree of being stable, such as the strength to endure or stand. It's firmness, matatag.
Yes.
Now, what is stability in Ilocano? Okay, anong arti Ilocano na aji, ma'am?
Nanya ti Ilocano na kaduk stability.
Ma'am niya, kahit na nga sa winday jay, kinatibkir. Kinatibkir. Natibay. Tagalog na met matatag. Okay. So, tayong mga Pilipino, we are known to be natibkir. Uray anya nga panlubok ti dumteng ti Pilipino ket haan nga paabak. Natibkir.
Tayo nga talaga nga Filipino.
O kaya may tinatawag tayo sa Chinese, di ba? Pag Chinese New Year, may yung ano tawag to, yung tikoy. Kasi ang sinisimbolize yun ay pabili daw na madikit-dikit. Ito kasi, sinisimbolize kasi nung pizza nila, yung kanilang yung cultural stability nila, tsaka yung economic nila na nahahati-hati sila, pero marami buo eh. Parang ganun sila yung idea niyan.
Okay, correct.
Unity in
stability.
There
Yes,
is
correct.
unity in slice.
Siyempre, joke lang ni Sir yun. Okay, Sir?
Yeah.
May we have number 2, Sir Dennis?
Okay, let's have number 2. Ayan, ha? Let's have number 2. Ito number 2. Sana, ito na. Meron ba? Nagpakita na ba? Okay, nagpakita na. Now, my name starts with the 22nd letter of the alphabet. Tandaan nyo ha, 22nd letter of the alphabet. The third and the last is the 14th letter of the alphabet.
Okay.
The second letter is the start of the word earth. Who am I? So isa-isayin natin ha.
Yes.
The name start with the 22nd letter of the alphabet.
Count na kayo. Anong letter kaya yung 22nd?
Isa, dua,
talo.
Hasjay.
May ka-22.
Pang 22.
Yan ha. O di tapos na. Lagay nyo na yung unang number, unang letter doon.
Ilatag nyo na.
The third and the last. May third tsaka last eh.
Third and last.
Sabihin kambal.
Sabihin pareho. Okay.
The 14th letter of the alphabet. Yan.
Ano kaya yun?
14th letter of the alphabet.
Bilang ulit.
Tayo.
Yan, bilisan.
1, 2. Yan, next. Meron na sumasagot ng...
sabi niya si Luke Benko, ang first daw is letter V. Nakuha na niya yung letter V.
Yes.
Okay, sige.
Ayan. Yung third naman. Ano ba ang susunod sa third? Ayan, may sumagot na, nakikita natin.
Naku,
Tapos,
nakita
the
na
second letter. Sumagot na. The second letter, katabi ng una, is the start of the word, start yung word na earth. Ano yung first letter ng word na
Ayan,
earth?
nakuha na ni Gio, sir.
Ayan,
nakuha na niya. Wala na. Ayaw mo na.
Okay. May panalo na.
So, Gio Lintao, then, is it correct?
Yes.
Then, diagram. Very
naman.
good, Gio. And all those who got the right answers. Kasi andito rin si Azli, Jamaica, Azlin. Azlin, kulang ka ng isang N, anak. And then, ayan, si Rian May. Alright, so you have 20 points from your teachers. But, Gio will get 20 peso worth of load.
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am Ninja, pag magsasalita ka na, pwede ilapit mo lang yung mic.
Ilapit mo kasi medyo hindi ka naririnig.
Medyo hindi ka natin narinig. Bagamat,
Yes, sir.
pakilapit lang, mic.
Wala ba? Tingnan mo nga, baka wala naman yung mic.
Sige lang, iganon yung
meron, okay.
Ma'am Ninja, pakitap mo ng konti. Ayan, meron.
Ayan, okay na. Ma'am Claudine, ikaw. Ayan, meron na din.
Ako rin. Nainggit.
Nainggit ka, gawin mo rin. Okay, so congratulations to the winners. 20 points will be given to those who joined the game. 30 points will be given to those who got the correct answer. See? All right. The two pictures given in the game have something to say with our lesson for today.
Yes.
This is all about linear and non-linear text. All right. So there are different ways in order for you to interpret details in a text. Let us listen to Teacher Ninya as she discusses the things to know about linear and non-linear text.
Yes, ma'am. Jane, thank you so much. Okay, dear learners, please listen to what you need to know about linear text. Okay. Number 1. Linear text refers to traditional text that requires to be read or to be read from the beginning to the end. Next, it is the most common type of reading. It focuses on the arrangement of words both grammatically and stylistically. Okay. Next, number 3. There is only one reading.
Mariko, ikon mo daw. May nagko-comment, wala ka daw sound. Ilapit mo pa.
Number 3. There is only one reading path, which is decided by the author. 4. Typically includes printed text. Okay, in linear text, there is printed text.
Mahina Ma'am Ninya, sabi niya eh. Sir Joshel. Naririnig? Bakit nga hindi daw naririnig si Ma'am Ninya?
Hello! Hello, dear learners!
Pa-comment nga kung naririnig si Ma'am Ninya, mga anak.
Naririnig niyo ako, dear learners? Please comment.
Oo, baka face mask. Mahina po, ma'am.
Ayan, sige lang.
Ayan.
Makinig lang po tayo.
Rinig
ha?
na,
Sandali lang
ma'am.
para mas
Okay,
maliwanag.
naririnig na
Okay.
daw, ma'am.
Naririnig na daw. Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Ayan, okay na.
Yes, okay. Let's continue.
Ayun, lumakas.
Okay, so what you need to know about linear text? Number 5, we have it is somehow takes time for the reader to find the information they are looking for. Another is linear text contents are in linear and sequential structure. So when we say sequential, it is in order. Another is linear text, there is focus on grammar and style. So grammatical and stylistical.
Yes.
Okay, and we have also in linear the examples of this, or what are the examples of linear text? We have novels,
Poems,
letters, newspaper articles, and etc.
Okay.
So those are what we need to know about linear text.
Text.
Okay, let's move to what is non-linear text. Okay, traditionally, the pathway in a text is from left to right and from top to bottom, with information organized sequentially. In many digital texts, multiple pathways for interaction become possible through hyperlinking, making it a non-linear text.
Yes.
This allows a reader to access information as needed and a writer to create opportunities for a reader to make these choices. Okay, so the main reason for non-linear text is to highlight important thematic conflict by skipping over boring details. Ayun pa yung dahilan para hindi masyadong boring. Okay, so they're going to provide context and character background. Ayun yung mga pictures.
Yes, correct.
Para hindi pure print lang ng reading. So,
Panay reading.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. So, examples of this are the flow charts.
Yes.
The flow charts, knowledge maps, digital text with hyperlinks and encyclopedia are some examples of non-linear text. Okay. Now, and we are going to add more. Okay, we have also linear text refers to the text that does not need to be read from the beginning up to the end. Okay, take note, my dear students, ha? Okay, you are not going to read it from the beginning up to the end. Non-linear text is text combined with visual elements. So, marami na po siyang mga pictures. Okay? Katulad po ng mga infographics. Okay, next. There are multiple reading paths, like reading is not sequential, so it is not in order. Next, typically it includes digital text. So, meaning computerized na po siya. Okay, hindi po siya
Mostly.
Yes, hindi yung tinaktak na using di makinilya ba yun?
Yes.
Okay. Next, non-linear text allow readers to find specific information more quickly and efficiently. Ayan, mas marami ka palang makukuha kaagad dito kasi binabasa mo na nga at the same time nakikita mo pa yung picture kaya mas madaling mag-get.
Yes.
Diba?
Correct.
Yes. Next, another is in non-linear text, contents are organized in a network structure.
Correct. Sa network siya.
Yes,
Baga parang
network
andito
siya.
yung tab na sunod.
Correct. That's right. Next, in non-linear text, the focus is on specific information. Less attention is given to grammar and style.
Correct.
Okay, so hindi ganun mahirap. Kasi hindi nga naman focus sa grammar and style. Okay,
Yes.
di ba? And lastly, the examples of non-linear, or we have the flowchart, knowledge maps, and encyclopedia. Okay,
Okay.
learners, thank you.
Thank you so much, Teacher Nina, for those additional information. I hope the learners learned a lot from Teacher Nina. Now, let's listen to Teacher Claudine as she discusses the other types of linear and non-linear text aside from those mentioned in your RBI lesson. Go, 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 Teacher Claudine!
Thank you, Ma'am Jane. So, these are the examples of linear text. Number 1 is novels. Novels are books which have one long story written in them. Unlike short stories, it tells a lengthy narrative rather than a brief selection. So, napakahaba talaga ng novels. Some are much bigger, which have 150,000 words or more. May mga chapters din siya, unlike
kaya
short
Ma'am Claudine,
stories.
pag sa sermon ng nanay natin, nobela, di ba?
Nobela,
Sabi ng mga
napakahaba.
bata. Nobela, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Napakahaba, ganon. Okay.
Okay, next is poem. A poem is a collection of spoken or written words that expresses ideas or emotions in a powerfully vivid and imaginative style. It is a piece of writing in which the words are chosen for their beauty and sound and are carefully arranged, often in short lines which rhyme. So, kapag ang poem, sinasabi natin rhyming. Okay, karamihan ng poems ay may rhyme. Pero hindi lahat, di ba?
Yun ang nagpapaganda dun sa poem.
Oo.
Okay.
The rhyming words, moon is fun.
Ang galing ni Ma'am Ninyo.
I
Yes,
forget
best
that.
in recitation sa poem yan. Tsaka declamation, ganon.
Okay. Next is short story. Brief fictional prose narrative that is shorter than a novel. Short stories are concise and focus on a few elements. They are the characters, conflict, setting, plot, and theme.
Yes.
Okay. That is short story. Next is a letter. A letter is a form of written communication between two persons or two parties on a particular topic, matter, issue, incident. It serves the purpose of documentation as well. Okay, next is essay. An essay is a short piece of writing which is set around a specific topic or subject. The piece of writing will give information surrounding the topic, but will also display the opinions and thoughts of the author.
Yes.
Okay, next is concept paper. A concept paper refers to an academic or research paper that is written with the purpose of identifying and explaining an idea or a concept relative to a particular field or discipline before conducting a research.
Yes,
Okay, napaka-formal nito. Mahirap.
Oo nga, it has something to say with research. Correct.
Very exciting naman.
Oo, exciting.
Exciting talaga.
Sabi mo
lalo
yan,
sa
Ma'am
mga
Ninya.
college.
Next is reaction paper. O kalimitan pinapagawa din natin to sa mga
Correct.
students natin. A reaction paper is typically a 2 to 5 page document in which the writer responds to one or more texts. Reaction papers can also be used to generate ideas for a research paper.
Yes. I can still remember yung mga reaction papers na yan nung college. Lahat ng subjects, gagawan mo ng
reaction paper.
Lahat ng reporters, gawan mo ng reaction
Mama, swerte
paper.
nga mga bata ngayon kasi hindi natin ginagawa yan. Sa panahon natin, di ba, bawat nagre-report.
Oo.
Sa amin na kasi nagmagawa pa kami ng yung mga
Visual aids.
visual aid, nilagay sa blackboard. Tapos sasabihin pa ng teacher na, gawan nyo ng reaction
Oo,
paper.
di ba?
Correct.
Diyos ko.
Sangkatutak
na reaction
pinapagawa.
paper.
Reaction paper.
Okay, next is report. A report is a concise piece of writing that uses facts and evidence to look at issues, situations, events, or findings. So, ang report ay makatotohanan.
Yes, kagaya ng
Okay,
ginagawa
it is
nila
based
Sir Dennis
from
pag ano.
Facts.
Bibigay sila ng mga reports according to sources din na reliable sources.
Yes, ma'am. Next, last is research.
Ayan na.
Ito na yung
Research.
research involves the collection, organization, and analysis of information to increase understanding of a topic or issue. Okay, sinasabi dito, collection, organization ng mga information.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
collecting of data.
Yes.
Correct.
Research. Okay, so that's all, Ma'am Jane.
Okay, wow. Such a nice sharing, Teacher Claudine. Thank you so much. I know that our learners learned a lot. Now, let's listen to Teacher Dennis. Ewan kung Chinese siya or Bombay or ano, to give us more knowledge about
Italiano.
non-linear text.
May naalala kasi ako kanina habang sinikwento ni
Oo
Ma'am
nga
yung
nakangiti siya.
Yung novel daw. Kasi ganito sa mga bata, di ba? Pag dumarating kayo sa bahay, tapos dumating sila late, di ba?
Oo.
Ang nanay nagsesermon novel.
A novel.
Ihingan kayo ng reaction. Pero sasagot kayo, short story lang.
Yan naman talaga, sir. Nagawan mo ng
Oo nga.
At dito papasok.
Sir,
Dito papasok ang aking itatalakayin. I'm going to explain to you about the following. Dito papasok yung other kinds of nonlinear text. Ito yung flowchart. Yan.
okay.
Kung
Ano
saan
ang
panagayat ang
flowchart?
nanay nyo, ikikwento niya lahat kung saan nag-umpisa at paano nagtapos.
May flow siya eh, di ba?
O, di ba?
Yes.
Dito, nung pinanganak kita, ganito ako, itsura ko. Ganun yun, mga
sir,
anak.
yung flowchart mo, may arrow
Yes,
talaga
may
si
arrow
sir.
talaga siya.
May arrow yan.
Kasi a flowchart is a picture of a separate steps of a process in sequential order. O, nung ganito, bata ka, nasa tiyan kita, tapos gano'n lalabas, di ba? Kasi lalo pag
Tapos pag
pinapagalitan
lumaki ka na,
kung gano'n nanay ko, pag pinapagalitan ako,
Oo.
alam mo, galing ka sa tiyan. Kung alam ko, gano'n nanay ko. It is a generic tool or a common tool that can be adapted for a wide variety of purposes and can be used to describe various processes such as, ito, ginagamit to sa manufacturing processes, administrative or service processes or process, or a project plan. It is a common process analysis tool and one of the 7 basic quality tools na meron tayo.
okay.
Ayan.
May picture ba tayo dyan ng flowchart, Ma'am Claudine?
Nawala naman na yung flowchart natin.
Ay, di, madali lang yung flowchart. Alibawa, ito, tingnan niyo ako mga bata, di ba? Lalagay ako dito ng, di ba? Meron ako itong parang square, parang square ba
Tingnan
tawag
mo
dito?
yung isang, yung
Rectangle,
sinend mo sa akin,
di ba?
yung nag-download mo.
Rectangle dito. Tapos lalagay dito kung kailan
Facebook ko.
pinanganak, parang gano'n, no? Anong proseso. Alam mo yata ng mga bata to yung
Nasa
pagpanganak,
download.
di ba?
Ang flowchart kasi, sir, meron siyang mga shapes.
Yes, may mga shapes siya.
Yes. And then, of course, arrows.
Yes,
May
arrows.
sir.
Meron siya mga text, pero maliit lang.
Okay.
Di ba, ma'am? May text siya pero maliliit lang.
Yes.
Depende kung medyo mahaba, pwede rin.
Correct.
Kung ang pinuturo ng bawat box, sa bawat loob ng box ay may mga process. Halimbawa, ito, example natin, ha? Oh.
Ayan na,
Yan.
Ayan.
Sa kanila.
Yan. Ano ba yan?
Okay, sa mga those who
Sige,
are
ma'am.
watching via FB Live,
Yes.
there is a flowchart flashed on your screen. Nandyan yung, ano sir, paki-explain
Yan.
yung ano natin.
When to use the flowchart. Yes, sa mga bata kasi nagtatanong sila, sir, paano ba gamitin ang flowchart? Yes, when to use. Kailan gagamitin? To develop understanding of how a process is done. Paano nangyayari yung proseso. Para maunawaan nyo paano nangyayari o paano nagagawa ang isang proseso. Next is, when to use a flowchart? To study a process for improvement. O yan,
correct.
improvement ha. Next, to communicate to others how a process is done. Yan, nakikita nyo dyan sa ating drawing ba yan? Ay sa ating image yan.
Yes.
When better communication is needed between people involved with the same process and to document a process. Dito po sa nakikita nyo rito ay yung emergency evacuation plan.
Tama.
Ma'am, kahit di nyo kailangan, kahit dalawa kayo dito, kahit di kayo mag-usap, tignan nyo lang, alam nyo nang mangyayari.
Correct. Tama.
Pag nagkaroon ng, emergency, pag nagkaroon ng sunog, saan kayo tatakbo?
Lindol, sunog.
Yes.
Okay.
Dilubyo.
Okay, yes.
Andyan. Saan natin common makikita yan, sir? Yung flowchart na yan.
Ayan. Mostly, common ito nakikita natin pag may binibigay sa atin ng DRRM or may tawag tayo dito sa DRRM natin to at sa mga sa mga exits or sa mga tinatawag natin mga warning signs, mga ganun siya. Yan ha.
Sa school natin may ganyan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, similar. Yan. So, that flowchart you have seen in your screen explains or shows the process or flow to follow during earthquake or fire. So, very useful ang ganyang mga flowcharts.
Correct.
You must familiarize yourself and follow these charts to avoid danger. Yes?
Yes, that's right,
So, sabi niya, dito sa flowchart na to, you must be quick and vigilant kung saan ka pupunta.
Yes.
Okay?
The time that this earthquake is really happening na.
Yes, happening.
Correct.
Okay, correct.
Yes. Hindi tayo tinuturuan kailan darating earthquake.
Yes.
Kung tinuturuan, anong gagawin natin pag dumating yun?
Oh, yes, kasi importante ang ready. Ready ka.
Okay,
Readiness, ano ang gagawin mo kapag nangyari na yon ng actual.
Actually, marami tayong maraming klase ng subject ang flowchart.
Yes, marami.
Sa yung DRM ito ay exit naman. Pero di sa sinihan.
Oo, meron
meron sa sinihan. Makikita yung mga anak pag mahilig manood ng sine, may nakalagay doon po actually sinasabi pa nga doon sa sine kung saan ka lalabas, pag mayroong sunog. Okay.
Yes.
Then itong this flowchart is also used in science activities.
Yes.
Correct.
Science
Mostly siya.
activities.
Yan,
Okay.
Next, may tanong ba sila doon? Wala naman yata. Okay, tingnan natin next number 2, yung ating pie chart. Ito na. Sasabihin ng mga magulang natin yan. Kapag nagtatanong ka, bakit walang pera o nanghihingi ka ng pera sa madumala mo, sasabihin niya, anak, ito napunta pera natin. Diba? A pie chart is a circular statistical graphics which is divided into slices to illustrate numerical proportion. In a pie chart, the arc length of each slice is proportional to the quantity in represents. Iba, may pera kayo, sasabihin ng nanay mo, anak, meron tayo 1,000. Yung gagawa yung nanay mo, pwedeng gumawa ng bilog. Tapos hantian sa gitna. Yung 500 ito sa pagkain natin. Yung 200 allowance nyo. Yung 100 ganun.
Pamasahe mo.
Ganun nanay ko pag nangingi ako ng pera.
Kailangan i-divide na yan.
Yes,
Yung pera na yan para ma-budget.
Kasi ang hirap ng buhay ngayon.
Yes, that's right.
Kaya dapat kayong mga bata, wag naman kayong gastos ng gastos.
Ayun. Tama yun.
Kasi ang hirap. Tapos magrereklamo ka pa, bakit ang binigay sa'yo 1,000 lang? Grabe naman kayo.
1,000 talaga.
1,000 lang talaga.
Bakit 1,000 lang binigay mo sa akin, mama?
Okay. Meron din tayong dyan.
Ayan, meron tayo. Tignan natin yan na ating sample natin. Ayan, nakikita niyo mga anak.
Water naman.
Tignan ko kasi malabo mata ko. Ito naman ay, how much water do we use? Ayan, nakikita niyo ha. I-sample din to ng pala. Ang ganda ito. How much?
Ilang % ang ginagamit sa, sir?
Sa
shower. Ma'am Claudine, nababasa mo ng maliwanag dyan?
Shower is 16.8%.
Yes, okay.
Toilet, 26.7%. O, diba?
Leaks.
Faucet, leaks, may leaks pa ito 13.7. Ito yung kapag binubuksan mo, tumatala. Faucet, 15.7. Siyempre, pag binubuksan mo. Tapos yung clothes, washes, yan, 21.7. Others, 5.3. Kaya sasabihin ng nanay mo, simple lang, magtipid kang gumamit ng tubig.
That's right. Because water is very essential. Yes, we must learn to value it. Yes, and make a use of it properly.
Correct.
We must bear in mind that water is life.
Yes.
Pag walang
Water is
tubig,
life.
mamamatay tayong lahat. Di ba?
Yes,
Okay.
kapag,
We can't live without water. Pwede mag-coke ka. Anong pinaggawa sa coke? May water din yun. Di ba?
Di ba? Tama
Yes.
yun.
Unhealthy daw, ma'am. Unhealthy.
Oo, unhealthy pa yun.
Kasi madaming acid.
Yeah. At tapos tatanungin ng mga bata, saan po ba ginagamit siya? We use pie charts in the following na. Pie charts are often uses in business. Yeah? Example including showing percentage of types of customers. Matatanda, mga bata. Ay, totoo ito sa SM, meron silang pie chart sa loob. Kasi sinasabi lang, ilan yung mga batang pumasok na edad na ganito, ilan yung mga bata. Ngayong araw na ito, ma'am, mas marami po ang mga customer natin na adults. Ganon sila. At tapos, totoo pala yung pag pumasok ka, binibilang pala nila talaga. Meron silang clicker na tinatawag. Binibilang nila kung ilan yung pumapasok, kaya alam nila kung ilan yung pumapasok. Tapos gumagawa sila ng percentage doon
So,
sa gilid.
namo-monitor talaga,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am. Percentage of revenue from different products, yung mga kinikita, mga ganon. And profits from different countries. Yan. Pie chart can be helpful for showing the relationship of parts to the whole when there are small number of levels. Yan.
Yes. Okay.
So, ano ba ang advantage? Okay pa ba?
What is the advantage of linear text?
Diba?
Sir, bakit natin ginagamit ang mga linear text? And then bakit naman ganito, non-linear text?
Yes. Actually, while the linearity of linear text makes it rigid, linear text provide beneficial structural cues that help students with comprehension.
Yes.
Kasi tinuturuan ka na.
Sequential siya pag linear.
Yes, pag linear siya. As for non-linear text, these structural cues are absent, but by processing non-linear text, students also develop skills to construct meaning through information transfer. Kumbaga, ano ba ito? Meron lang nakalagay na arrow.
Correct.
Visual.
Kung nagkakaroon ka ng nag-iisip ka, nagkakaroon tayo ng processing ng brain. Yan. Kasi
That's
doon
right.
start. Parang gano'n. Start, finish. O, parang gano'n. You run, sabi na gano'n. Nakikita mo lang pag non-linear nakalagay ito. Dito ako mag-umpisa, doon ako magtatapos. Yan. Non-linear text is important in interpreting information because it is non-linear and non-sequential. Hindi mo naman kailangan in sequential, hindi naman. In other words, the readers do not have to go through the text in a sequential manner, okay? In order to make sense of the text. This type of text has many reading paths since it's the readers who decide the sequence of reading and the author of the text. Hindi mo wala siyang in order.
Okay, basically, if we talk about linear text, we follow the sequence. Say, for example, this is the start, this is the middle, and this is the ending.
Yes.
Okay, that's sequential.
More
That's
unwritten, ma'am.
linear. Yes. And mostly, grammatically and
consider natin siya.
Yes.
You need to consider the grammatical structure of the sentences.
But in non-linear text, it's the reader who will decide where to start.
Yes.
Basta naiintindihan niya and he knows how to explain it. Okay? So,
Yes.
that's the basic difference between linear and non-linear.
Yes.
Okay? And then, this linear and non-linear text have their own advantages.
Yes.
Sa mga readers na hindi gaanong familiar sa mga non-linear, balik sila sa linear text. Kung doon sila madadalian, then they could do it. Then
Yes.
we can also transcode. Kaya nga sabi yan, we can transcode non-linear to linear text. Okay? Thank you so much, Teacher Dennis, for giving us more of our lesson for today. Okay. So this time, let us check if you understood the lesson about linear and non-linear text. All right, this is the directions. Write fact if the statement is true, and bluff if the statement is false. Don't
Fact
forget
and bluff.
Okay. Fact if it is true, and bluff if the statement is false.
Yes.
All right. Don't forget to write your name, section, item number, and your answer. 20 peso worth of load will be given to the first to key in his or her answer.
Pabilisan na lang ng net ito.
Yes, pabilisan ng net.
Okay.
All right, number 1, Sir Dennis.
It is best to use Venn diagram if we want to compare and contrast two different things where in the inner circle we discuss the likeness and in the two outer are the differences. Ulitin natin ha.
Okay.
It is best, parang tanong ito eh. It is best to use Venn diagram if we want to compare and contrast two different things. Where in the inner circle, we discussed the likeness, and in the two outer are the differences.
Oh, nakita ko dito si William Orate, ang first.
Nauna.
Nauna. Pero winner na ba natin siya?
Yes, ma'am.
Ay,
Winner na
okay.
natin siya.
So, pero thank you pa rin, anak, William Orate.
Dagdagan ng points
Alam
nila.
nyo,
Next is Jaika May.
yes, very active talaga itong
Yes.
William
Anak
Orati
mo
na
to?
to. Yes.
Ay, ala, congratulations naman,
Yes,
Ma'am Nina.
ma'am.
Okay, so answer is fact. Jaika May, fact. Sarah Lee, fact.
Tama,
Azli?
Sanjiro of Nitura is a fact.
Okay.
Asli Tumiteo, fact. And Yancy Buduan, fact.
Okay. So,
Sila, nakakuha ng
congratulations. The answer is
Fact.
fact. Okay.
Sino po yung ano?
So,
Si-
who
sino
is the
sa-
winner?
Si Jaika May, panalo na ba siya?
Hindi pa, ma'am.
Okay, so Jaika May.
Jaika May.
Pasilyaw.
Ay, Pasilyaw.
Wala ka pinagtugtong mo siya.
Napagbalik ko na yung mga
Okay.
Yes.
Of course, those who got the right answer will be given
Additional
points.
yan.
Okay?
So, di pa rin kayo nawalan.
Please message your teacher.
Yes. Hindi pa
Alright.
rin kayo nawalan, meron pa rin.
Number 2, teacher niya.
Number 2. We cannot transcode linear to non-linear text.
Oh.
Is it fact or bluff?
Bluff. Okay.
Key
Let us
your
see.
answer, dear learners. Go, go, go.
Let us see.
Let us see. Ayan. Si Zanzi Buduan of Yancy Buduan of 7 Jacinto, sabi niya bluff.
Bluff. Okay. Estudyante mo rin to, Ma'am
Yes,
Ninya.
ma'am.
Galing
Wow,
naman ni
talaga
Yancy.
naman. Very
Sarah
active.
Litan, 7 Newton, bluff.
Bluff. Felrita. 7 Galileo, bluff.
Rangel Aga, 7 Galileo, bluff.
Asli, 8 SPJ, bluff.
Marion Ray Agustin, 7 Archimedes, bluff.
Okay.
So, ang
So,
sagot?
the answer is bluff.
Bluff.
Who was the
Yan.
first one?
Yancy Buduan of 7
Wow.
Jacinto. Congratulations.
And those who got the right answer. For number
Number
3,
three.
Teacher
Sir Justin.
Claudine.
Yes, number 3, a visual tool that uses lines to compare data is a bar graph. Is it fact or bluff?
Go,
Ano nga ba ang sagot?
Yes, dear learners, key in your answer now. What is your answer?
Okay, may sumagot na po tayo. Si Aslin Timoteo, sagot niya ay fact. Si Asli Timoteo naman, sagot niya is fact.
Oh, yun. Asli.
Cest Nadine Sagusio, bluff ang sagot niya.
Number 3?
Number
Is that number 3
That's
now?
number 3, ma'am.
Yes. Number 3, Asli, it's fact. Aslin, fact. Sarah Lee, bluff.
Si
Felrita, bluff.
Si Cest Nadine Sagusio,
Okay.
bluff. Okay.
Aslin, sino ang, wala pang,
So,
panalo na ba si
Marion
Felrita?
Felrita, not yet.
Not
Ma'am,
yet.
yes.
Felrita got the right answer.
Correct.
And of course, Sarah Lee.
Yes.
Sarah Lee,
Yes.
the answer is, Ma'am Claudine, it's a
Bluff.
bluff.
Correct.
Why?
Bluff.
Because the visual tool that uses lines is a line graph. Yes?
Yes.
Hindi siya bar graph.
Oh,
The key term there is bar. If it is a bar, then it is a bar graph. If it is a line, it is a line graph. Okay? So the answer is bluff. All right.
Congratulations
Those
to
who
all.
got the right answer, congratulations.
Okay, congratulations, mga anak. Okay.
At this moment, may I know if you listened well? Okay. What have you learned today? You may key in your answers in the chat box. Okay, go, go, go. Let me see if you listened well.
Nagpo-protest si Cest Nadine
Oo nga.
Sagusio. Kasi nabasa ko siya nauna siya.
Ay, nauna ba siya?
Nauna siya.
Ay, ala. Si Ces? Anong sex?
Sige, ikuan mo na lang.
Ay,
Cest,
may
sige.
mga nauna?
Bibigyan kita ng 20 pesos.
Okay. So, sorry. Yung net
Ces.
kasi natin eh.
Ces, bibigyan kita.
Ces Nadine.
Bigay na lang yung number ha ng bata.
Ces, ibigay mo yung number mo.
Sa lahat po ng mga nanalo
advisor mo,
ngayon,
anak.
Yes.
pakibigay ang cellphone number.
Yes, okay. Liza Orifon, sagot niya, 7 Archimedes, the uses of linear text and non-linear text.
Okay,
Marion
correct.
Rain Agustin, 7 Archimedes, linear and non-linear text. Felerita,
Okay.
Annabelle Acupino, the difference between linear and non-linear text.
Correct.
Says Nadine Saguso, yay,
Huhu. Yes, okay. Nare-recognize namin kayong mga anak. Okay, for Gio, the use of linear and non-linear. I bet, says Nadine. Ay, protest din ako. Sabi niya, huwag na kayo mag-protest.
nanalo ka na,
Just
Liza.
tell your advisors, mga anak. Alright. Okay, based from your answers, I think you learned a lot for today's lesson. May we summarize everything?
Nawala ako.
Okay, so today we learned about linear and non-linear texts. Furthermore, we were taught about the other types of linear and non-linear, when to use them, as well as the advantages of non-linear and linear text. Okay, this time Teacher Nina and Teacher Dennis will give more activities to evaluate your learnings. There are only
Yes.
2 items here. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, dear learners, now let us proceed to the evaluation part. Let's check if you really understood the lesson by answering this 2-item activity. The first one is a fill-in-the-blank activity. I know everyone knows this poem. Directions. Fill in the blanks with the correct word that completes each of the lines taken from the poem titled Trees by Joyce Kilmer.
Favorite ko yan nung elementary ako.
Correct.
Nasa elementary ako.
Pinamemorize sa amin ito, ma'am, noon.
Ay, talaga?
Yes, talaga, ma'am.
Mamaya, ma'am, pag may time tayo, i-recite mo,
Ma'am, di ba, ma'am, elementary pa?
Yes.
Nakalimutan ko na.
Okay.
Okay, listen very well, my dear students. Okay, Trees by Joyce Kilmer.
Kimberu.
I think that I shall never see a poem blank as a tree. What is the
right?
missing word, my dear learners?
Oh, Liza
Liza
Rizon.
Rizon,
Lovely. Pero syempre, nasa gitna siya ng sentence, anak. Should start with... Ay, paano bang pagsulat doon, ma'am? Nakakapitalize ba lahat?
Yes, ma'am. Nakapitalize kasi lahat, ma'am.
din daw.
Oh, yes.
Vince
Paclibare, Galileo.
Okay, 7 Galileo. Lovely. Although tama yung sagot ni
Mas-
Liza, kaya lang, we must follow. Di ba sabi niya pag linear, we must follow the proper writing.
Okay.
Ganun lang siguro gawin natin.
Okay, so,
So,
Vince
Vince-
got the right answer.
Okay, congratulations, Vince.
Yes.
Next.
Next.
Okay. A tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the blank, sweet flowing breast.
Lumata
What
talaga si
is
Liza,
the
oh.
missing word?
Si Liza talaga na una eh. Earth's flowing breath.
Wow.
Breath, tama? Yes.
Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, Liza got the
Hindi,
right
kaya sinagot na
answer.
kasi nila lahat kaagad, hindi pa
Oh.
natatanong. Mautak kayo ha, mautak kayo ha.
talaga tong
Mautak
mga
kayo,
to.
bata
Kasi
kayo,
memorize
ha?
nila eh.
Memorize nila eh.
Okay, so marami pang ibang Earths. So, congratulations sa mga nakapagbigay ng tamang sagot. Number 3.
Okay. Next, second stanza, we have a tree that looks at blank all day. So, what is the missing word? Dear learners, key in your answer now.
Nathaniel Andres got the right answer. It's God. Bakit?
So, the...
Hindi kasi,
Natatawa ka.
kasi, hindi pa naitatanong, may sagot na sila.
hindi pa na...
Naka-flash na.
Correct.
Basta kasi.
So, the answer is...
God.
God. A tree that looks at God all day.
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
so congratulations.
Congratulations.
The right
Okay.
answer is God.
Okay, next, the last one. A tree that looks at God all day and lifts her blank arms to pray. So what
William
is the
Orate.
Yes.
Got
Oh,
the
wow.
right answer. Pero winner na siya.
Winner
The
na siya,
answer
ma'am.
is leafy arms.
Mm.
Pero si Sarah Lee Tan, winner na ba natin si Sarah Lee?
Hindi pa, ma'am.
Okay. She has the right
Answer.
Right answer and of course the right way on writing.
Okay,
so Sarah Lee. Sarah Lee Tan of 7 Newton. Okay. Next, meron pa tayo, ma'am?
Wala na tayong oras yata.
Wala.
Mami nga, meron pa. 11:18 pa lang eh. Hanggang 11:30 tayo. Yes. Next.
12 minutes.
Sige.
Okay, for number 2.
Ito na, ito. Babasahin ko ba talaga to?
Number 2, favorite subject mo yan,
Favorite
sir.
subject.
Sabi ko rito eh. Item number 2 is my favorite subject now.
Mathematics.
Bakit ba pag math sa akin yung binibigay?
Favorite mo kasi yan.
Galit ba kayo?
99 daw kasi ang grade mo dyan noon,
Ay,
sir.
99.
Oo, kasi isa ko lang estudyante. Teacher ko lagi may sakit pa. Ako pa nagbibigay ng pagkain niya. Sino ba di makakuha ng 99? Imposible na lang yun. O, di ba?
Hoy, hindi kami ganyan ah.
Ako eh, kaya nga 99 ako eh.
O siguro wala na yung teacher mo na yun. Natanggal na.
Malaki naman kanya kalina.
Sir, joke lang yun ah.
Item number 2 is my... Okay na yun. Okay, ito. Siyempre, galing ako ng India. You know, sa India, mathematics my language. Here's the directions. I have here a blank Venn diagram. Asan na?
Ayan.
Blank Venn diagram. Okay, will be presented at my PowerPoint presentation. Help me ako pala matalino, ba't magpapatulong ako? Help me solve the problem so that these circles may be filled in with numbers. Okay? Let us analyze this one. Comment in the chat box your name, section, and your answers plus suking tindahan and purchase. 30 pesos worth of loan will be given to the first one to give the correct answer.
Wow, 30 peso worth of loan.
Diba?
Wow.
Okay, so ito.
What's the problem,
This
sir?
is the problem. In a class of 40 students, 40 ha?
40.
40. 25 got an average of 95 in English. Tingnan natin. Meron na ba sa akin? Binabasa ko talaga. Okay, 17 have an average of 95 in mathematics.
Wow, magagaling sila.
7 have an average of 95 in mathematics and English. Ayan. Now, these are the questions. How many students have an average of 95 in English only? Sagutin ba lang agad?
English
Mamaya
only
na.
mamaya.
Okay.
Ibigay mo muna lahat,
Number
sir.
2. How many students have an average of 95 in math only?
Math only.
Math only ha? Then, how many students do not have an average of 95 in math and in English?
Okay.
Let's do it now, dear learners. Go for 30 peso worth of loan and additional points from your teacher. You can call your classmates and collaborate with them. We will give you siguro
30 seconds?
Yes, a second or
1
30
minute.
seconds or 1 minute, okay?
Okay.
Tawagan nyo na yung mga estudyante. Ito yung bago nating pakulungin. Ito yung bago nating
Yes,
programa.
correct. Okay.
After which, you can call us with this number.
Yes.
0936-6740-594 for your answers. Ulitin natin ha. 0936-740594 for your answer. A learner will be, you will be called ha. Siyempre, pag sumagot kayo, kailangan paliwanag nyo sa amin.
Yes.
Again ha, collaborative to. Kailangan makita namin na may collaboration kayo. Dagdagan natin, sabi mo ma'am, magkano?
30 pesos. Eh,
Siyempre,
saan
dalawa
na?
sila. Kung tatlo sila, pagkatian nila.
Okay,
Bahala kayo
pagkatian
pagkatian ng
nila.
50 pesos worth of load.
Alright.
Yes, 50 pesos worth of load.
Yes,
Sige,
there
sige.
are answers here, but the instruction is you have to call this number, yes, to explain your answer.
Anak, tawag kayo.
0936
Yes.
674-0594.
Yes, eto, diyan kita tawag ngayon. Hihintayin namin ang tawag nyo hanggang bukas. Hindi.
Ayun din.
Ngayon din, tumawag
I
na
think
kayo.
they are ready already. Ready
Okay.
na sila, sir.
Oh, yes. We are waiting for
A
caller.
Caller, we are waiting for a caller in the line, please.
Yes. Who is the caller on the line?
Who is
Again,
the
the
first
number
caller?
is 0936-674-0594.
Let us
Dial the
see who
number.
will be the first caller to
Yan.
answer
Hindi,
the
kasi
questions.
Sinabi kasi natin na may collaboration. Sinabi
Yes,
usap
okay.
sila for
Mag-usap
30
muna
seconds,
sila.
then
So,
pwede na sila.
sir, kung dalawa sila, 50 pa rin. Kung tatlo, 50 pa rin. Ganun, sir. Maghahati sila doon.
Sa'yo na isa.
Ikaw, sir, nagsabi ng kanina.
Basta 50.
Nag-pledge ka.
Oh, basta bibigay natin sa kanila buong
okay,
50.
sige. Maghahati na lang sila. Okay.
Yan. Bilhin na lang nila
Yes.
ng kung gusto nila. Load. Nagte-technique.
Yes, correct.
Sige.
May mention din ba nila, sir, yung ka-group mate nila?
Pwede.
Oh, yes.
Ay, tama.
Nila.
Kasi, kaya
Yun,
pula.
correct. May mention nila yung name ng kasama nila doon na yes.
Okay.
Ang kasama ko po ay si Ma'am, kung kunan.
Yes.
When Hannah.
Kasama ko
Okay.
si Ma'am Maylene, gano'n sila. Okay, si Sir Dick.
Correct.
Okay, so we are waiting, ha?
Yes, we
Ulitin
are
natin,
waiting.
ha?
Ulitin
How
mo
many
yung mga
students
answer.
have an average of 95 in English only?
May caller na tayo,
Ayan,
sir.
ako.
Ayan,
Hindi
may
nervous
caller
ako.
na tayo.
Nagulat pa si
Hello?
Sir.
Yan.
Hello? Hello? Ay, bakit parang mahina? I-loudspeaker natin?
Yes, loudspeaker.
Yan. Hello?
Yan.
Ay, who is this?
Sarita Nabelsia Cupido.
Oh,
Cupido.
Felrita Annabel C. Acopido. Alright.
Yes.
To whom did you collaborate, anak?
Si Jello po.
Jello.
Jello.
Jello Partible. Alright.
Hello, Jello.
Now, please explain your answer, anak. How did you arrive at the right answer?
Nasend ko na po yung answer.
Explain, anak. Please explain.
Yes, explain na lang.
Please explain your answer.
7 equals 80.
Okay.
17 minus 7 equals 10.
Okay.
40 minus 35 equals 5.
Correct.
We subtracted 7.
Okay. So, Sir Dennis, is she correct?
Yes, sige natin,
Are
ha?
they correct?
Yes, sabi niya
Okay,
kanina.
sabi niya kanina. Okay.
At yung sagot niya rito ay sa una, letter A, 25 minus 7 is equals to 18. So, ibig niya sabihin doon, yung una nakakuha ay 18. Tama ba?
Oo,
How many
tama.
students have the average of 95 in English in 18? Kasi ganito yan, no? For students who have average of 95, meron tayong ganito. 25, sabi niya, minus 7 is equals 18. Kasi
correct. Tama sila doon.
yes, 18 siya. Very
Okay.
good. Number 2, ano yung sagot niya, number 2, ma'am, kanina? Sabi niya?
Yun. For students who have an average of 95 in math, sabi niya, 17 minus 7.
Yes.
Okay, so 10 students ang nakakuha ng 95 sa
Sa
math.
math only,
Tama
yes.
ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Tama po.
And letter C, sabi niya, 40 minus
35. Sabi niya dito eh. Is equals
Yes,
to 5.
correct. Tama. 5 students.
Yes, correct. Na naman
So,
tayo.
very good,
Yan,
Fairy
galing.
Bell and
Yes.
Jello.
Yay!
Congratulations!
Ayan.
So, dalawa silang nag-collaborate. So, ilan ang price? Magkano ang price nila, sir?
50 peso worth
Of
of
load.
Magkano
So,
may binibigay mo kayo naman? 30.
30.
O sige, 30 para 60.
okay.
Para
So,
okay.
30. So,
Wow.
congratulations. And of
Yes.
course, may nakita din ako, they have key in their answer and then tama din.
yes po.
Yes.
Ayan.
For those who key in their answer correctly, then you will have 30 points from your teacher in English. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so congratulations to those who got the right answer. I hope this segment helped you understand the lesson for the 4th week. Okay, we are ending our second quarter, second shift. Let us welcome next week the 3rd quarter, first shift. Okay. Before ending this session, may we have again our teachers in English 7, Teacher Claudine, Teacher Nina, and Teacher Dennis.
Assalamualaikum.
Okay. Thank you so much. See you again next second shift for the 3rd quarter. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Facts and information. Today's learning for you normal with capable teachers whose heart and soul are divine. Delivered knowledge inside your home through 106.3 Dance Radio. fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education, reproduce of radio-based instruction. We are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education. Only here on 106.3 TWTR-FM. Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan. Ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWDR-FM.